Apocalypse.
What's going on, guys? It's Goofy here, coming at you with a bit of a different video today. But today we have the complete rocket guide. I don't know if this has been done on YouTube before, but this is a guide to Rust all about rockets. So pretty much we're gonna test how much each and every item in Rust that you can get through construction items and traps. It's pretty much every item in the game. There's over 100 items. We're going to test how many rockets it takes to take out all of them. Obviously, we're not going to do triangles and all these because they're going to be the same as a wall or a foundation would be. So let's get started. First, we got the thatch one. I think we can all know what's going to happen. Shoot the rocket. Boom. Presto. It's gone completely. Alright, so now we're on to the wood wall. So we're going to shoot the rocket at it. And it takes 1, but then it's at 3. So, it's pretty much 1 rocket, but technically speaking, it takes 2 rockets, okay? So now we're on to the stone wall, and we're going to take 1 rocket. Okay, so it lasted through 1 rocket. Now, we're going to shoot the second rocket, and it is at 225. So I'm pretty sure a stone wall is going to take around 4-ish rockets. If you have satchels and stuff, it doesn't have to take the full 4 rockets. It's just depending what you have. But if you use only rockets, it's going to take 4 rockets. Now for the sheet metal wall, we're going to fire the rockets at it. This might be out full of more launchers, to be honest. Why can't I find the launchers? There we go. So we're going to shoot it. Reload everything. So that's 2 rockets so far. We're going to keep going. Let's reload them all. Just to make things quicker. See, we have a lot of items. I mean, this is going to be a long video, but hey, it wouldn't be complete if you didn't have everything. There's 4 rockets to take down that, and now we have the armored wall. So this one is going to take a lot of rockets. Because it's armored, it obviously costs high qual. This is your probably one of the, hardest to destroy things in the game. But it's still possible. So there's 1 rocket, 2, 3. Just make sure, okay, we are damaging the other stuff around it. That's 3. I'll repair that in a second. That's 3 rockets in. And it's still not destroyed yet. So we're going to reload our rockets. I know this is going to be a long process, guys, but it's nothing I can do. Let's repair this just so we don't accidentally break any of the other things. Okay, well, we'll fix that up in a second. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so that's 3 rockets, 4, 5, 6 rockets to take down a high qual wall. Now let's go back and get the armored double door. Let's place it in the frame. Let's repair the frame up. I'm sorry we have to do this, guys, but rockets do have splash damage, so it's obviously going to happen like that. I'm going to try to shoot in the upper left corner so we don't have to deal with it. So the armored wall took around 6 rockets exactly. Now we're going to go on to the armored door. Oh, that's a shame. That's 1 rocket, 2 rockets. Let's repair the outside. So that's 2 rockets so far, 3 rockets, and 4 rockets to destroy the high qual double door. Now on to the fences, the chain link fence gates here. So we're on to just the fence. That's out in 1 hit, and so is the door. Now on to the armored door, single door. So that's 1 rocket. I mean, we got a lot of items, guys. There's over 100 items here, so if you guys see something in the video, I probably won't, just because it's going to take a long time to do, but nah, never mind. I'm not going to say it just because I don't want to get your hopes up. But if you do see something, like, look along this path. If you see something, it's going to be around that time, if you can guess what time. That's 2 rockets, I believe, 3 rockets, and 4 rockets, and it destroys. I know they outside destroyed, but it would have destroyed in 4 anyway because it was that low. Now let's repair up these so we don't screw up this test here. Gotta be fair and equal. So now we have the floor grill. This is pretty much what you're going to be using for your large furnaces, and the large furnace is right over there. So let's drop it right on the grill, and that's 1 rocket. And it's at 30, so that's pretty much enough for a satchel, but there's another rocket. So technically it does take 2 rockets to do. Now you're onto your barbed wire, what is this called? Barbed wire wooden barricade, yeah. And that's going to take your standard 1 rocket. Now you're onto your stone, concrete barricade, whatever you want to call it. Let's, maybe, no, okay, hold on. Can't have any false tests, so we're going to place another one down. And then just 1 rocket into it. It's at 84. So it takes 2 rockets to take out a stone barricade. See, it's gone, it's not there. And now onto the large, or not large, but high external stone gate. This is pretty much what you use for your compound entrances and whatnot. So let's see how many rockets this takes. We're actually going to get 1 more launcher ready for this because it'll be a lot nicer. So let's reload all these launchers and get into the high external stone gate. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rockets to take down the high external stone gate. So let's reload our rockets, and then we'll go on to the high external stone wall. Yeah, and then we'll go on to the gates, like the wooden externals, and then so on and so on. I mean, there's a lot here, guys. So if you see something, just skip ahead that you want to see. If you find interesting, we have literally everything in the game. Alright, so now onto the high external stone wall. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 as expected. So there is 4 rockets to take down a high external stone wall. Now onto the wood high external. There's 1 rocket into it. And this is the gate, not the external. That's the external. There's 1 rocket, and it's already at 253. I just recommend burning these down, guys. Never rocketing them. And then there's 2, and it's at 5 HP, so you could hatchet that down. But just for video's sake, we're on to our 3rd rocket, and it takes 3 rockets to take that out. So now onto the high external wooden gate. We're reloading our rockets just because we need to. But here, let's shoot our first rocket. There's 1 rocket, and then 2 rockets, and it's still standing, but it is at 5 HP like the wooden gate. So it's pretty much a hatchet away, but we'll take it out just for video's sake. Now we're onto the large water catcher. I mean, I wouldn't recommend blowing these up, but it only takes 1 rocket. Now onto the ladder hatch. It is pretty much the same as what you're going to expect for the floor grills, so we're going to shoot 1 rocket at the top. It's going to go down to 30 HP, so it's pretty much a satchel away, but if you really want to, you can rocket a 2nd time, and it's going to go down, okay? Now onto the metal, like the, what's it called? Yeah, the metal barricade. There's 1 rocket, and 2 rockets. And it's down to 49, so that's like a grenade or whatnot. Nothing. You don't need to use another rocket. But if you have a surplus in rockets, you can shoot it, and it would take 3 rockets to destroy the metal barricade. Now onto the metal embrasures. I believe this is the horizontal one. So we're gonna shoot a rocket at it. That was a fail, guys. That was a fail. Alright, we're gonna try to shoot a rocket at it this time. Okay, so that's 1 rocket into it. I believe this is going to be the same as the wall. I'm not positive on that, so don't quote me. There's 2 rockets into it. And then we're going to get on to our 3rd rocket. 3 rockets. Oh no. And onto our 4th rocket. And our 4th rocket is done. So it takes 4 to take out the embrasure. I mean, it's going to be the same for this one, but we'll demonstrate. Can I repair this? Of course not. Oh, now it's going to let me repair it? Gotta hit the window, I guess. Okay, so it's fully repaired. So the shop front, there's 1 rocket. Okay, let me repair all this first before we get into the next rocket. So far we have 1 rocket into the shop front. I did not repair the shop front, by the way. There's 2 rockets into the shop front. 3 rockets into the shop front. And we're gonna do our 4th rocket into the shop front, and as you can see, that's gonna destroy the shop front. Now onto the vertical metal embrasure. These go in your windows. They're for shooting, obviously for roof campers. Roof campers love them because they're limited in people seeing them, but they have a decent amount of vision coming out. So as you can probably expect, it's going to be the same as the horizontal one, but just for testing purposes, we're going to do it again. But I do need to repair it because previous tests did have it break or damage it a little. There's 1. Hey, we have someone shooting at us. Nice. 2. Let's make sure the walls don't break. Whatever. 2, 3, and 4. That's nice. The next test kind of blew up. So this was gonna be the metal window bars, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get those out, just like so. It's always nice when people have to interrupt your videos with shooting, isn't it? Gosh, don't you have anything better to do than go on a build server and shoot at people? Alright, so you have the metal window bars. Let's shoot them once. Obviously you can see that, I know it's not on it, but the rope, like ladder thing, is only a 1 shot. Okay, so far it's only 1 rocket shot at it because the other one missed. So I'm great at shooting rockets into windows, you know. But so far we have 1 rocket on the metal window bars. Nice. I'll try this again. 2 rockets onto the window bars. And number 3 into the window bars. And there you go. It takes 3 rockets to take out the metal window bars. Now onto the prison cell gate. There's 1. There's 2, so it takes out 2. And this would also take out 2. I'm just going to take it out. I know it's not. Actually, you know what? Let's repair it. Just like so. And then there's 1. And then for the second shot, coming in hot. Just like... Wow, guys. I am failing very hard at hitting stuff with rockets from this close. And it takes 2 to take out the cell wall as well. Now we're on to the center. Okay, they got really destroyed. We're just gonna get a new one. Now we're on to the sandbags. So they're at 200. Boom. And they're destroyed after 1 rocket. Now on to the sheet metal double door. There's 1 rocket. And it's at 30. And 2 rockets, and that destroys the sheet metal double door. Now onto the single door. There's 1, it's at 30. And there is 2, and it's destroyed, as you can see. Now onto the high qual or reinforced window bars. These are pretty much your toughest window bars you can get in the game. And they're going to be what you want for if you really want a shooting hole in your bottom floor, you're going to want to put these if you have no other choice. So you're going to want the best protection you're going to get, and that's going to be with the armored or reinforced window bars. So let's repair these up just so it makes sense. And there's one. It's a 585 or 588 rather, or 558. There's 2 rockets into it. I'm probably gonna have to end up doing that just so it makes sense. That's 2 rockets, 3 rockets, and 4 rockets to take out their reinforced window bars. Now we go over here and we have the small water catcher. So that's going to take 2 rockets, or 1 rocket, and so will the concrete or stone barricade rather. Now onto the shop front, the wood one, and that's going to take 1 rocket to destroy. And now onto the tool cabinet or tool cupboard or TC, whatever you want to call it. That's what's next. So let's load up all these rockets. So there's 1 rocket into the TC, and that's going to take it. Just kidding. This server doesn't allow you to break TCs. Okay. So it would have taken 1 rocket to destroy the TC. Okay. Now onto the wood double doors, that's 1 rocket. The wood single door is 1 rocket, and so is the wooden, what are they called? The wood shutters, yeah. Now onto the very basic wood barricade, and that's just gonna take your 1 basic rocket. There's someone else interrupting me again. Imagine that. And now onto the wooden window bars. So let's put a rocket in that. It's at 3, so it's technically gonna take 2 rockets to destroy, even though it's not worth shooting your 2nd rocket. Okay, so 2 rockets for the wooden window bars. Now onto a wooden ladder. I know it seems silly, but I said I'm doing everything. So there's a ladder. Now onto the campfire. Let's light this up. And it only takes 1 rocket. Now on to the ceiling light. It's going to take your basic 1 rocket. I know some of these items might seem silly, guys, but if you're going to do a complete guide, you got to really do everything. Now onto the chair. That's 1. Now let's repair this up. Bruh, what are you doing here? I'm trying to record a video. Bruh. Alright, after we rudely interrupted, we're going to go on to the refrigerator, and that's going to take 1 rocket. And then we're going to go on to the furnace after we repair it. Okay, this is just getting worse and worse, boys. But now on to the furnace, and that's going to shoot 1 rocket. And the furnace is going to be at 188. Then we're going to go on to rocket number 2, and it's going to take it down and completely destroy it. And this also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to redo that just because I'm not 100% positive. But I'm going to get it back out if I can find it. Yeah, the drop box. I'm going to put it back down. And just see. I'm getting interrupted like crazy, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, it only takes 1 for the drop box. He's going to destroy my mining quarry. Nice. But now on to the single sign. This is the double signpost, and that's only going to take 1 rocket. That wasn't very nice. Now on to the landscape picture frame. That's going to take 1 rocket. And on to the... This is the large wooden sign, I believe. We're going to repair this because I know it's slightly broken already. If I can. It's going to let me repair it. No? Okay. So this is pretty much just going to take your standard 1 rocket, even if it was full. Now onto the pumpkins and the lantern. I'm just going to shoot a rocket here. And it will destroy all 3 in 1 rocket. Now onto your large large banner on a pole. We're gonna shoot that. There's one rocket, and it's at 51, so it's not very well off. And that's going to take 2 rockets to destroy, and then you're on to your large furnace. See, this has a lot of health, so it's going to be difficult to actually destroy. But let's try to destroy it then. That's the whole purpose of the video, is to destroy everything in the game with rockets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rockets, and it's at 250. So I think it's probably going to be 1 more rocket until it gets destroyed. Yep, so 5 rockets to destroy a large furnace. Now on to the large banner hanging. It's at 300, so there's 1 rocket, and it's at 51. So we're going to go to do a second rocket, and that's going to destroy it. Now on to the locker and the chest, or your large box, your large wooden box. Do you mind, bro? So we're going to take 1 shot. It's going to take it down to... Look at this. Bro, I'm trying to record a video, chill out. It's going to take it down to 188. And then we're going to shoot our second shot. And that's going to destroy it. And I'm just going to keep get shot at the whole video. Because, you know, that's what people do on build servers, is not build. Now we're into our large wooden box. And that's just going to take 1 rocket to destroy. Now onto our large planter box. We're going to shoot once, that's going to take 1 rocket, and so will the large wooden sign. That was the huge wooden sign over there, sorry about the miscommunication. Now onto the portrait picture frame, and that's going to take 1 rocket. Okay. Then we're on to the mailbox. And that's going to take 1 rocket as well. Oh, it's a cute Pookie Bear. So now we're on to the one-sided town post. Yeah. Let's reload all the rockets a while. So, yes, so we're pretty much done with all the construction items except the mining cord, because someone blew that up for me. I'll get back to that then. So now we're at pretty much all these left and the traps. So it's 1 rocket for... Actually, I'm just kidding. It's not 1 rocket. It is 2 rockets for the one-sided town post. Mr. Pookie Bear is how many rockets? Well, apparently he's invincible. Just kidding, because he takes 1 rocket, I'm pretty sure. Unless he is invincible, maybe he is. I don't know. It's the mythical Pookie Bear, right? So now on to the reactive target. And as you can see, it's gone. It only takes 1 rocket. Now on to the repair bench. Let's actually repair the repair bench and shoot a rocket at it. And it is going to take 1 rocket to destroy the repair bench. And now onto the research table. And then it's going to take 1 rocket to destroy the research table. Now onto the rugs. So we got the regular rug. It's going to take 1 rocket. And the bearskin rug is going to take 1 rocket. Now we are on to our salvage shelves and the searchlight. So 1 rocket and salvage shelves is going to take it down to 325. Salvage shelves are pretty strong, but I do recommend just hitting them down with like a pickaxe or a salvaged ice pick or whatever, because they go down a lot faster than it would with rockets. But now we're on to our second rocket and our third rocket, and it's going to destroy after 3 rockets. So we're going to reload these rockets, or at least 1 rocket, take a med syringe, so why not, and repair the searchlight. Possibly. No? Okay. Then we're going to get a, not salvage shelves, a new searchlight. And drop the searchlight down, and test it on the searchlight. And it's going to take 1, 2 rockets to take out the searchlight. Now on to the single signpost, and that's going to take 1 rocket to destroy single signpost. Now on to the sleeping bag. That's going to take 1 rocket to destroy a sleeping bag. Then we're on to the small planter box, and that's going to take 1 rocket. Now I believe there's the small stash just hiding away. And as you can see, apparently they can't be destroyed. I don't know. Whatever. Now onto the oil refinery. That didn't even take damage. We'll try that again, but if not, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That probably takes around 4-ish rockets because of the health. But now we're on to the stockings. So the stockings and the small wooden sign only take 1 rocket, and onto the spinning wheel takes 1 rocket. Now onto the table. This rocket launch is about to break. The table only takes 1 rocket. Now onto the tall picture frame. I'm sorry if I'm getting repetitive, guys. There's only so much I can say while I'm doing this video. I'm just constantly rolling stuff up, so yeah. But the tall picture frame and the tuna can lamp only take 1 rocket. Now onto the, I believe this one's the 2-sided hanging sign, and that's going to take 2 rockets. I see a trend with like most of these things that are outside. They take about 2 rockets each, like the hanging signs, like the giant signs that were over there. They took 2 rockets. But now onto the 2-sided ornate hanging sign. You don't see these very often, but they're in the game, I promise. But it takes 2 rockets to take down small ornate sign. Okay. Now onto the 2-sided town signpost, whatever. That's 1 rocket. 2 rockets. And then it goes down to 2 HP. And then 3 rockets for the kill. Now on to... Do you mind? I'm trying to record a video here. Man, everything's interrupting me today. Now on to the... I just blanked. This is definitely a vending machine. Okay, okay, so on to the vending machine. So there's 1 rocket. 2, and it's going to take it to 807. Now we're going to repair the outside. And then it's going to be 2 rockets. Maybe 614. 3 rockets. 4 rockets. Let's get this repaired. So we're at 4 rockets. And it would have taken 5 rockets regardless, but the foundation blew up. So now on to the, what is this called? Water barrel. Takes 1 rocket. Now to the water purifier. That's going to take 1 rocket. Now on to the wooden sign, the regular wooden sign. That's going to take 1 rocket, as expected. And on to the small wooden box. That's going to take 1 rocket. Now on to the... What was that? Oh no. Now on to the XL picture frame. That's going to take 1 rocket. I'm sorry guys, this is getting repetitive. I just had to do every single item. Now on to the, what is this, XXL picture frame. And as you can see, this actually takes 2 rockets to destroy rather than all the other picture frames and signs that took 1. I think the huge wooden sign though could have taken 2. I'm not quite sure on that one. But after that, we are on to the auto turret. So that's 1 hit. And it takes it down to 688. Let's repair this guy up. or just pick them up, whatever. 688, so that's 1 rocket. That's 2 rockets. And now we're on to the 3rd rocket. And it's at 63. So it's going to take a total of 4 rockets. Let's just repair this so you can I can show you. So 4 rockets to take down the entire thing. Now onto the flame turret. Let's get this down. So it's the flamey turret. That's just going to take your 1, then it's down to 18. I just recommend if you guys can shoot these out. They're easy to destroy and stuff. And they do blow up on impact and burst into a ball of flames. But that is 2 rockets to destroy a flamey turret. Now on to the best thing in the game so far, the shotgun trap. As you can see, that takes 1 rocket. So does the landmine. That takes 1 rocket as well. Now onto the wooden floor spikes. So that's... We're going to try that again. But there's also a snap trap. Let's do snap trap. Snap trap takes 1. And then wooden floor spikes. If this doesn't work, yeah, it's not going to. That only takes 1 to do as well. So I'm pretty sure we got everything in the game. We did all of these. Oh, I can't let you guys down. I'm sorry. We had those people interrupt, so let's go throw a thing down. But we had everything in the game. We did all of these. We can't do the wind turbine. Pump jack's going to be the same thing as a mining quarry is going to be. But let's do the test on the mining quarry. But we did everything, even all of these that we can do. There's nothing in resources, attire, tool, medical, food, ammunition, or misc or components that we can even place down in the game. And we did all your traps for you. So now the only thing left to do is the mining quarry. So let's just keep shooting. That's 3 rockets so far. This is going to take a lot of rockets, guys. 3, 4 rockets. I don't really recommend destroying these guys, but if you really feel like screwing something over, go ahead and do it. That is 5 rockets, guys, and it's only down to 1,800. Now onto the 6th rocket, and we're going to keep trucking through this until it's completely destroyed. And to the 7th rocket, the 8th rocket. Man, guys, I really want to destroy these. The 9th rocket. We're going to keep going. The 10th rocket. 10 rockets, guys. On a mining quarry, I don't think it's worth it. But we're going to keep going. 11 rockets. Wow. I really didn't think it'd take this much. 12 rockets. 12 rockets. 13 rockets. We're going to keep going. 14 rockets. Let's just reload them all. But the mining quarry is obviously your toughest thing to destroy in the game. We're already at, what, 14 rockets? And it's still at 565. So obviously, guys, this wouldn't be worth your time trying to wouldn't be worth your rockets or your time to try to destroy these. But if you really feel like you have to, go ahead and destroy them. I really don't care. I don't know why they have this in here. Let's close that. Oh, that didn't load up. That's nice. But, so we're 14 rockets in. So, 15, 16, 17, 18 rockets, and it's at 12. So, the mining quarry is going to take 19 rockets to destroy. That's the most powerful thing in the game right now. I don't know why that's still standing. That was a fail. But if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. This took a long time to record and a lot of time to prepare for, and a lot of people try to ruin it. So, if you guys did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like. Comment what you guys want to see next. I'll be sure to come out with a C4 guide later. And if you guys are new here, subscribe. That's been it, guys. Skip Hero, signing out. Bye.